Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to first grade math. As you know, we like to warm up our math brain, so get up and we're going to count on from any number to 20, starting with 8. Ready? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, today we are going to be adding by place value. And when we said add, we talked about this last week. Two or more numbers together for the sum. Remember, the sum is the answer to an addition equation. We said 5 plus 6 equals 11. Remember, the plus symbol is for addition. To subtract, take some away from a number to get the difference. The difference is the answer to the subtraction equation. And when we first started, we talked about rods and cubes. A rod is made up of 10 cubes and holds the tens place. A cube is just one and it holds the ones place. Look over here. I have a rod, so that is 10 cubes. It is holding the tens place right here, one rod in the tens for the number 16. For the number 16, I have 6 cubes in the ones place. Let's do a little review. I have 73, the number 73. Look at the tens place. How many rods are in the tens place? I hope you said 7. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rods for the 70 in the tens place. How many cubes would I put? I will put 3 cubes to hold the number 3 in the ones place. So look up here. Let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. 70 is in the tens place. So I brought it down for my equation. 3 is in the ones place. I fill that in on my equation. 70 plus 3 equals 73. Let's look at this one. Number 19. I have a 1 in the tens place, so that's 1 rod, and a 9 in the ones place. So that's 9 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on our equation, we will have 10 for the 1 rod and 9 for the 9 cubes. 10 plus 9 gives us the sum of 19. Try number 3 by yourself. It's the number 80. How many rods or cubes? And try to fill in the equation. Look at the number you have in the tens place. We have 8 in the tens place. So how many rods are we going to have to represent the 8 in the tens place? If you guessed 8, pat yourself on the back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 rods, but look at the ones place. The ones place has a 0, so we will not put any cubes. Let's count by tens because the rods stand for 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm going to put in 80 in my equation. I have no ones, so we put our 0. 80 plus 0 gives us the sum 80. All right, the last one for our review. Number 4. We have the number 52. I'm going to give you a few seconds to try 52 by yourself. You can write it down or hold up the number of rods on your hand. We're looking at the tens place for our rods because our rod stands for 10. How many rods do you have? If you wrote or holding up the number 5, you're correct. Let's look. Well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I hope you put 50 in your equation. How many cubes would you have held up or have drawn out? We look for the cubes in the ones place, and there was 2. So we're going to put 2 on our equation. 50 plus 2 gives us the sum 52. I bet your math brain is super warmed up. I want you to try this one. 16 plus 30. We're going to do it together. 16 plus 30. I went ahead and drawn it out. For 16, I have 1 rod and 6 cubes to represent 16. The 1 in the tens place and the 6 in the ones place. For 30, I represented it with the 3 rods to represent the 3 in the tens place. When you add these together, we're going to count the tens and then the ones for this strategy. So count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40. We counted by tens because the rods represent 10. Now let's count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is in the ones place. We counted by ones for the cubes. Let's make sure we did this correctly. Add the tens, so we have 10 plus these 3 tens, 10, 20, 30, and that gave us 40. Now we're going to add the ones to the 40. We bring down our 40. We knew that there were 6 ones, so our answer is 46. So 16 plus 30 gives us the sum 46. Let's try this one. We're going to do the same strategy we used up here, and then I'm going to show you the number bond strategy. 40 plus 39. Remember, add the tens, then add the ones. You can show your rods on your hands if you don't have any paper, or you can write it out. We're going to start with the tens, counting by tens because the rod represents a 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we have 70 tens, or 7 tens, which gives us 70. Now let's count our ones. Remember, when we count by ones, we always start with the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had 9 ones. We had 7 tens and 9 ones. The 7 tens gave us 70. The 9 ones gave us 9. So 70 plus 9 gives us 79. So 40 plus 39 equals 79. Look at our number bond. To add the tens first would be simple, but we're going to break apart the number bond. we know that 30 plus 9 gives us 39. So we're going to add our 30 and our 40, which gave us our 70, plus our 9, which equals 79. The sum of 40 plus 39 equals 79. Let's look over here. We're still adding by place value. Let's do this one together. You can use any strategy you would like, drawing your rods and your tens, or the number bond. So it says find 25 plus 40. I'm going to start with the rods and cubes. For 25 plus 40. For 25, I'll have 2 rods to hold the tens place and 5 cubes to hold the ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus our 40. I will draw 4 rods to represent the 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're not done. We've got to get our answer. Remember, you're going to count your tens first. And we count each rod by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. We have 6 rods, which gives us 60. Now let's count our ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 cubes. So 60 plus 5 gives us 65. If you like that way, stick with that way. But some of you might like a number bond. I'm going to put the 40. Nope. I'm going to put the 25 in our number bond. 25. We know that 20 plus 5 gives us 25. We cannot leave out our 40. So we're going to add our 40. 20 plus 40. We know that would give us 60 because 2 rods plus 4 rods equals 60. And then we cannot leave out our ones, which is a 5. So 60 plus 5 gives us 65 for our sum. Stick with whichever way you like best. Let's look at another one. All right. Linda picked 17 strawberries. Her siblings picked 30 strawberries. How many did they pick all together? Remember, when we do word problems, we need to underline the important information that will help us solve. So let's read it one more time. Linda picked 17 strawberries. All right? We're going to underline that she had 17 strawberries. Her siblings picked 30 strawberries. We're going to underline that her siblings got 30 strawberries. How many did they pick all together? So we know we're putting 2 groups together, so we're going to add the all together. So let's put it down in our equation. 17 plus 30. So how many did they get all together? We're going to start with drawing out our rods, or you can hold up the number of rods. For 17, we have a 1 in the tens place, so that's 1 rod. In 7 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For 30, we know that that is 3 rods. 1, 2, 3. 17 plus 30. Let's count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 4 rods, which gives us 40, and 7 cubes. So, 17 plus 30 equals 47. They picked 47 strawberries all together. Let's do our number bond. We're going to put 17. We can break that up because 10 plus 7 gives us 17. Add our 30 to it. Add the tens first. 10 plus 30 gives us 40. Cannot forget about your ones. 40 plus 7 gives us 47. Let's play a quick little game. How to play. Pick any 2-digit numbers between 10 and 59. Write down your number. Flip the game card over. I have 10, 20, 30, and 40. You can do this at home. Add the number to the 2-digit number that you picked and solve by using any strategy. Example, I picked the number 47 in my head. Then I flipped over the number 20. So 47 plus 20. We know that 47 represents 4 rods and 7 cubes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 20 is 2 rods. When we count up our rods, we count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And our 7 cubes. So 47 plus 20 gives us the sum 67. I want to show you on the number bond way. We'll put 47 in our bond. We know that 40 plus 7 gives us 47. Add our 20. 20 plus 40 equals 60. Plus our 7 ones gives us the sum 67. All right, it's your turn. The 2-digit number is 32. I'm going to flip over a card. Now you have the number 30 that you're adding to it. Try to fill in this equation at home. You can draw it out or use your fingers for rods. Our equation is 32 plus 30. You have 3 rods and 2 ones. And for 30, how many rods will you have? If you put 3, kiss your brain. First rule, we're going to count up our tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Can never leave out your ones. 1, 2. So the sum is 30 plus 32 gives us 62. One more for good measure. The number I pick is 16. I put a 1 and a 6 for 16. The card flipped will be 40. Fill in your equation. 16 plus 40 equals what? We have our 1 rod and our 6 cubes. For 40, we'll have 4 rods. Count your 10s up together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Don't forget about your ones. 6. 16 plus 40 gives you the sum 56. Now for your exit ticket. We have 25 blue butterflies and 50 brown butterflies. How many butterflies do you have in all? We're going to use the number bond to help us solve this one. We know that 20 plus 5 gives us 25. We can't leave out our 50. So 50 plus 20 gives us 70. 5 rods and 2 rods gives us 7 rods. 7 rods equals 70. Plus our ones is 5. So 70 plus 5 gives us 75. So how many butterflies did you catch in all? You caught 75 butterflies in all. Let's look over here one more time. We added by place value. We went over addition and subtraction using our rods and our cubes. You can use either strategy by drawing it out or using your number bond. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you and working with you on Friday.